I could have named this vlog so many things. One bad hair day after another. Yay, wedding anniversary. Human connection. I went with human connection. Hi everybody, welcome to Talk O'Clock. It's actually Sunday night and I did not think to record this particular clip here before I pretty much just went up to my studio and started. Because, yeah, I did not expect this. And I think, though, I would like to record or have this. For one, I'm gonna record this not only for the vlog but also for my ancestry project and document things there. But I had kind of a different idea for this week's vlog, topic-wise, but I think I'm gonna change it up a tiny bit. It's not that I'm discarding an idea and bringing something in that is totally new, but I think I'm just broadening the topic, and the topic is human connection. How to start this? Oh wow, this is so unexpected. Well, not unexpected, but let me start from the beginning. And I hope this is kind of interesting for you because it does impact my personal life a lot currently, and that does translate into my artwork, of course, because being an artist, everything that I do translates somehow into my artwork. So I've been telling you on and off on this format that I'm working on my ancestry project, meaning that I inherited photos and letters and everything from my grandma once my uncle and my dad passed away. So I was asked if I wanted to have those things. I'm not the next one in line, really, but I'm the one that kind of had a nag for history and family history all the time. So I inherited the letters and the photos, and I decided once I had read through the letters and had archived them that I would also do the same thing with the photos and then build a whole family tree and look for people and look for stories and documents and all of that. So that pretty much started October 2015, in case you're not with me since back then, but you're maybe a newer subscriber. So this is pretty much the gist of it. And this year in March, I decided to film the whole project and do whatever comes out of that footage. I don't know if it's gonna be something like a documentary film or just a private thing, or if it's gonna be a public thing. I have no clue. I just had the intuitive creative urge to document what I'm doing here, because I'm spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours every month on this project. So it's yeah, it's a wild thing, and I'm very lucky that I inherited so many things with so much data that I actually have a tree to work with. The status as of now is that I have 86 people in my immediate family tree. So they're awesome, right? But I have also been talking on other formats here and there. trying not to have this as a main topic on my channel because this is an art and board game channel, but it is very important in my private life. So I'm giving you a sneak peek here and there, or tell you things because I think it is just very interesting and well, it definitely influences me and impacts my emotional life that then translates mainly into my artwork. So I had told you on an art day show earlier this year that I contacted an uncle of mine, and he's an uncle twice removed. So we met each other once, him and his wife. We met each other once in my life for a couple of hours at a birthday party or birthday gathering of the family, but we did not really have time back then to connect. Um, it's not that we didn't like each other or anything, but there were so many new people that there was really just a hello and it's nice to meet you and oh, awesome, great to meet you, but not really a time to then say we bonded in a way that we would talk to each other afterwards. And also I was quite young, early 20s, so of course you have other things in life to do than maybe connecting with somebody that's not in your immediate family, but you try to figure out other things in life back then. So it was on a back burner. It was not that we did ignore each other or anything, but it was just not something that was super pressing. We still, well, he or they, it's both of them, they had contact with my grandmother or with my auntie, my immediate aunt whom I grew up with, and also, of course, my mom and my dad, but not me so much. Again, I was trying to build a life and had other things to do. But now that I did build my life and I'm working on this project, I did write to him. I wrote him a letter, and him and his wife, that is, and I said, you know, I'm working on this project here. I know we only met once, but we are family and we have shared ancestors. And would you like me to send information to you, whatever it is that I find of our shared ancestors? And just let me know. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to give me anything. I just want to know, would you like information? And they said, yes, we'd love to, and we have lots of information we can help. So the last couple of months, I think it's 2 months now that we've been in contact. So we've been emailing, we've been talking on the phone, and we've been working on the family tree and the ancestry completion of that project. So first thing, I was surprised, and there I get to the human connection. We are kind of, I don't want to say trained, but we are told that we have to be skeptical and always be careful and always be reserved. Everybody can be a bad person. Yes, true, but chances are, you know, statistics say otherwise. But we're kind of educated and told not to connect without any agenda, so to say. So it was so refreshing to just connect with him and his wife after so many years and form a bond there. Not just connect and say, hello, nice to meet you, I'm your niece twice removed, but talking to each other, getting to know each other, and then working together on the ancestry project there. So very refreshing, just the few mails and the one call that we had. And last Friday, I did send the first wave, let's say, the first wave of data. And I knew it was a lot, and I still have a lot of data here. And it's kind of like overwhelming when you get so much input and sorting your way through it, and then being asked, okay, can you look at this? Have you seen this? Do you have any information here and stuff? It's overwhelming. I've been on the receiving end, and it's just like, what the heck? It took me almost 2 years. So this October, it would be 2 years exactly that I would have taken just to sort through the things that I inherited, that I got. So it's like 1.5 years that it took me to process that data. Granted, only part of the data that I removed is important for them, because my grandfather's family side is less interesting because there's no shared connection there. We connect over via the grandmother side. But so since Friday, I also made a video for them, because that is what I do. I'm a video maker. This is how I like to get things done. Yes, I'm also a writer, but I think some things are easier or faster explained or shown when you record a video. So that's what I did, and I sent lots and lots of data on Friday. So the last 2 days I was not really online, because we had Tina over on Saturday for Rock Band and for board gaming. That was a lot of fun. Today is Sunday, so we have board game day with a big gaming group. That was also a lot of fun. But I've seen on the emails responses trickling in, but I didn't really have time to look at things like attachments and stuff. And now it's Sunday night, and I've been talking to my uncle earlier today. We talked for like maybe an hour or something, and just chatted about things that we have found, and he asked me on certain things that he has, would I be interested, or is this something where I said, oh, it's on the back burner? And we just chatted and caught up, and he said that he has lots and lots of data still to send me, but with the things that he already sent me, I told him, I didn't really have time to look at it yet. I had a sneak peek here and there. It looks awesome, but I didn't really get the extent of it. And now Sunday night, I just printed what he had sent me, and I looked at the photos and I read through things. And I'm not gonna show you any details, but this is the data. This is without the photos. This is just information of 6 people. 6 people. It's like, what the heck? This is so much that he has there, and then completes that whole part of the family. And now, for one, this is really overwhelming, and I'm just so happy that I just asked him, are you interested? Do you and your wife want to have that information? I could have gotten around and not contacted them. Not because I don't like them or anything, but it's just, you're kind of shy. You're just approaching people and saying, I'm here, what you think? But the lesson of this particular experience of mine now is, even as an introvert, the biggest introvert there is in this house, it is very, very worth to try and connect to people and not do the superficial thing that I personally don't really like, but to form a bond and to have human connection and to have a shared interest and work on something, but also just you know, caring for people. It is very important, I think, and there's so many levels of that human connection that we are sometimes, I think, we're kind of losing sight of that in the, I don't want to say the digital world, but um the fast world that we live in, with all the possibilities of information gathering and well, connection, human connection that we have. We can talk to so many people, but we don't. We yell at each other online. There's not really any manners in some parts of the web, that it's really difficult to really forge a bond with people. And there's a few lovely spaces there, especially between artists, where there's a few platforms where you can really have a nice conversation with somebody about pretty much anything. And I find it so great when you can do the same thing, not with strangers, but with people that are part of your extended family and whom you, for whatever reason, didn't have the chance to connect when you were young. So in my case, it was because we lived in two different countries. Back then, it was East Germany and West Germany. So we were not able to, well, connect back then when I was a kid. Even if we didn't even have a chance. No matter if we wanted to or not, we didn't have the chance. And I'm so appreciative of, well, getting to know somebody who's just as excited for the project that I'm doing, and who's, well, just helping without an agenda other than helping and being a kind person. That's really nice. And um it's not this there it's so often I come across something like, oh, I help you if you do this for me. So, like, always putting everything on a scale. Did I help you as much as you helped me? This kind of thing. And I find that concept so weird, and I cannot get around it. And I don't know why people do it. So I'm not that kind of person. If I want to help somebody, I want to help somebody, no matter. I don't want anything for that. It's otherwise, why would I help? Um, there's I don't really understand the concept of doing something only for something that I get. So I've been told by teachers and everything, you're too kind, you're too giving, blah blah blah. But still, I don't care, so I still do it. But it's really nice to be um, on the receiving end as well. Not that I've never been, that's not the case. I've been on the receiving end over and over and over and over again. But it is nice to have that concept work with somebody whom you scarcely know, whom you've talked to 3 times and emailed a couple of times, and whom you've shared a few files with, and, well, whom you share family and ancestry with. It's so weird, but it's, ah, this is, yeah, this is great. It makes the heart feel very warm. Yeah, it's all about human connection. And now I'm going to read through all of that, all of these documents here, and I'm gonna fill that into my family tree. I'm gonna complete things. So Monday, then I did film art day and did all the editing work, which I usually do on Tuesdays, because I only had time to produce one video in that day. And I wanted to make sure that Tuesday is gonna be my day off. And I'm goddamn warm. It's unbelievable. Whew. So excuse the sheen, the sweat, and the funny hair. But I also emailed some more with my uncle, getting some more data for the family tree. So whoop whoop. There's been progress, but I'm not going to talk about that anymore now, because I also did other things. For example, on Tuesday was my 8th wedding anniversary with my dear sweet husband Daniel. And there's another thing about human connection. There's another very important one: letting somebody so close to you that well, you marry them and you spend the rest of your life planned with them, and they see the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if you now whistle a Western song, feel free. I cannot hear it. I cannot be annoyed. But yeah, that's one of the most important connections that I've made ever with a person is my dear hubby. And that is how I prepped our anniversary dinner. Welcome to the kitchen. Like I said in the last vlog, and I also said earlier in this one, it's time to cook. It's time to be creative in the kitchen because it's the wedding anniversary day. Also, it is National Cthulhu Eats Spaghetti Day, which yeah, has to be somewhat incorporated into the dinner theme and also dinner table decorations. So I decided a couple of weeks ago to create the menu with only spaghetti as the main ingredient in the dish. So I came up with a starter, a main dish, and a dessert, and I'm gonna make that, and I'm also gonna set the table, and I'm gonna let you see the creation happening. Keep fingers crossed that this is gonna work. Otherwise we have to order pizza, and I'm not really fond of pizza on National Cthulhu Eats Spaghetti Day, folks. So I'm having about 5 hours to cook the 3 dishes, set the table, do some restoration work here, and make myself human, because I did not really do that, just tiny little bit this morning. And then hubby and I can have dinner and board games for our 8-year wedding anniversary. So we had, because I didn't say it in the video, just to cut the footage. It was like 5 hours of footage and I cut it to the point that you just saw. But we had spaghetti with filet steak and cherry jam on top for starters. Main course was spaghetti with spinach and gorgonzola sauce. And the dessert was spaghetti with cream cheese filling layer on top, and then the rest of the cherry jam. So it was yummy. Cthulhu enjoyed sitting on the table. And then on Wednesday, we had another date night because, well, Wednesday is date night day. So we played some more board games. For our wedding anniversary, we played Quicks, Love Letter, and Dominion, very important games in our gaming career together. And on Wednesday, we played Seventh Continent a bit more. We had played 2 sessions before and played the third one on Wednesday. And this would be the perfect time now to enter the teaser for Gamers Couch. We're gonna talk about the Seventh Continent on Sunday on the couch, as spoiler-free as humanly possible. But we're gonna talk about that game and our thoughts and opinions, so get ready for that. On Thursday, it was, well, Draw for Initiative Day, and I also had time to do some coloring. and that was the mouse guard. I'm gonna keep working in mouse guard the next week, because I said, I think it was last vlog that I said I would continue in the mouse guard until 31st of August, so rest of the month. And then after that I'm gonna work in the new Hannah Carlson Seasons coloring book, because I caved and I got it delivered from Netherlands, because after not a word from Amazon for more than a week, I thought, well, let's get it from another country. It's fine for me. So it arrived and I'm gonna work on that all September, so get ready for that. Speaking of September, for all you colorists out there, if you haven't seen it already, the next 30-day coloring challenge is gonna come up in September. So Katie did post the next date on Twitter, Instagram, and all of that, so check it out. The daily marker is her website, and there's gonna be some coloring done, and mine is gonna be in the new Hannah Carlson's book. What else? Today is Friday, and I'm pretty pumped because I'm gonna make another human connection again. Whoop whoop! I'm going with a theme here. It's been almost 3 months that I was able to join Maker Meetup, so I'm starving of talking to my fellow artists there. There's just been so many things going on, and I have been booked Fridays a lot. Had so many Saturdays that I wanted to do something else, so my Saturday work had to move to Friday. And those bad hassles as family meetups, which is, yeah, I just didn't have time. But today I do. I can join the Maker Meetup, and I already have an idea on what I want to do. Today I want to play with some napkins, some coloring books, and some acrylic paint and stuff. So I want to just play and talk to my fellow artists for a couple of hours, and after that I'm gonna work some more on my ancestry project. But first it's gonna be playing and painting and just enjoying myself with other people whom I really like, and who I have not been able to talk to for almost 3 months. So yeah, that's the week. Human connection. One last time, it's very important, and it comes in all shapes and sizes and forms and things. So make your own, as many as you can. Yeah, I hope you have some treasures in there that are just as great as the human connection treasures that I experienced and or celebrated this week. I mean, yeah, also this year, but mainly this week, right? So I'm gonna go now. This is long enough for you to watch. I hope you didn't get bored or slept or anything. If you did, well, you can replay the video, so go for it. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next Saturday on this format with a new video showing you how my week went. And well, if you're new, you know the drill. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and the bell button and all of that. So do it now, as Mr. Arnold said. If you want to rate the bad hair days, which one's best, which one's worst, let me know in the comments below. Amuse me, because I'm kind of annoyed and still amused what this can do with this hair there. Like, gotta force it into somewhat of a hairstyle, but well, it's at that stage when you grow out your hair that it's just like really annoying. But give me 2 weeks and I'm supposed to be better. Just saying. Anyway, that was important now. And now I'm gonna go. Have a great weekend. Take good care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye, folks. Have a wonderful one and enjoy yourselves.